Great to be with you. I'd like to know where the feminists are at. Where are my ladies at? Because the feminists need to start rallying. The feminists need to come out and march. Where's the Women's March? Where is Linda Sarsour? Where are all of these fans of terrorists and murderers like Assata Shakur to protect one of their own women? Where are they? Why do I ask? Who am I talking about? I'm talking about Sarah Huckabee Sanders. Talking about the press secretary for the president. Sarah Huckabee Sanders, who gets up there every day and tells us the latest of what's going on and deals with the slings and arrows of the press corps, sometimes undeservedly. Sometimes you got to take the hits. Sometimes you deserve the hits. No one's going to say otherwise. But it's Sarah Huckabee Sanders who got attacked by the Los Angeles Times, and not a single women's group that I have seen has come out to say, shame on you, LA Times. Just who do you think you are? David Horsey. That's his real name. Horsey. That's cute. He's a political columnist for the Los Angeles Times. Oh, you never heard his name? Yeah, no one has either. Yeah. And he wrote that Sarah Huckabee Sanders is the right mouthpiece for a truth-twisting president, and then compared Sanders to a, quote, chunky soccer mom who organizes snacks for the kids' games. Oh, okay. We're calling Sarah Huckabee Sanders chunky.
Phrasing!
I didn't know that was allowed. I didn't know that we attacked people for their looks. I didn't know that that's something we did. I certainly didn't know it was something that women's groups across the country that claim to be about empowering women and strong women and women being able to do anything, and women are beautiful regardless of who they are. My goodness, if women weren't beautiful regardless of who they are, what they look like, Dove would be out of business altogether. I didn't know that when it came to Sarah Huckabee Sanders, they wouldn't make a move. I had absolutely no idea that when it comes to Sarah Huckabee Sanders, don't say nothing. It doesn't matter. This is a story that received very little play other than to say, ha, we mocked Sarah Huckabee Sanders, and other people saying, I can't believe you mocked Sarah Huckabee Sanders. No one has gone this next step. Where are the women's groups? You want me to take the Women's March seriously? Linda Sarsour, you want me to take you seriously? The Women's March here in Indianapolis, Indiana. You want me to take you seriously? You want me to take the female leaders of Indianapolis seriously? May I ask? If I missed it, I'll say so. If I missed it, I will gladly say so. You know what? I'll go to the Bing box here. I'll go online here. Women's March, Indiana, right? And I'll see. Look, they have a website. I'll see if they just have any statements on this at all. If here's the women's convention. Here's the women's convention. Oh, that was the thing that just took place. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. I don't know where I find where the women of Indiana have stood up to say we may not even agree with all of Sarah Huckabee Sanders' politics, but you don't get to make fun of her because of her weight. I'm waiting for this grand statement to occur. Why hasn't it occurred? You know, I am on the site for WMW Indiana, Women's March on Washington, Indiana chapter, which says it's moved forward in unity and love. They want to move forward in unity and love. They've got merchandise that you can buy. Oh, that's front and center. But nothing about how wrong it is to attack a woman for her weight. Wow, and I really thought that they cared. I really thought that things mattered to them about women and women's issues and women's rights and supporting women and protecting. Well, I guess it doesn't matter when you're a conservative, because it doesn't. That's the message time and again from the liberal left, from the American left, that when you are a conservative, all bets are off. To the leftist America, or to leftist America, to leftist women, conservative women aren't even women. If you're conservative and you're black, you're not really black. If you're conservative and you're gay, you're not really gay. We have seen this time and again, that what we are talking about here for them is not what you think identifies you. No, what matters to them is ideology. Ideology is everything. And if you do not adhere to the ideology, you do not count. So I would respectfully ask that the women leaders on the left here in Indiana, if they would at least have the decency to apologize. They should apologize for not sticking up for Sarah Huckabee Sanders. They should apologize when a member of the LA Times writes that she looks like a chunky soccer mom. They should apologize. And yet no one's going to ask them to. No one here in Indiana is going to ask them to. No one in Indiana is going to say a word. They're just going to enjoy the fact that she got insulted. They're going to go, ha, ha, oh, that's funny. Oh, that serves her right working for Trump. Serves her right working for a guy who treats women so bad, like saying that they look like chunky soccer moms. Oh, wait. That's not how it went down. This is who they are. He also said that rather, he talked about fake eyelashes. Fake eyelashes. I don't even know what the heck he's talking about. Does she wear fake eyelashes? I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. Rather than the fake eyelashes and formal dresses she puts on for briefings, Sanders seems as if she'd be more comfortable in sweats than running shoes. He added, by the way, even if Trump privately wishes he had a supermodel for a press secretary, he is lucky to have Sanders. So this guy attacks a woman for her looks and then goes on to project his level of hate and vitriol onto President Trump, saying he'd rather have a supermodel. What the hell? Do you know how sick this is? And the LA Times, what are they going to do? They're going to keep him. And what are the women of Indiana going to do? These women's groups run by these long-standing leftists, they're not going to do anything. They're not going to say anything. They're not going to come out with a statement. They're not going to cancel their subscriptions, their online subscriptions, nothing like that. No, why should they? Why bother? What's the point, right? Their double standard is gross and obscene, and we shouldn't stand for that double standard. And not only should we call out the LA Times, we should call out these so-called feminists, because they're not feminists. They're not. They don't care about women. They care about those who are ideologically aligned, and they don't give a damn about the rest. Take note of that, and remember that all the days of your life. Let's check traffic on the 5s. Matt Bear, what's up?
We're keeping an eye on a crash just